Hello. There are times when life is not just dark, but downright black. Family, work, love, nothing goes well. Yet dreams of fame and success keep bugging you. But in this story, the pursuit of a good life suddenly turns into an escape from demons, special agents, and a story of crazy love. As we fly over the nightlit city, we hear a distant scream. A man in just his underwear tries to keep the door closed, a growling sound coming from behind it. He rushes through the slums, knocking on doors in hopes of finding shelter. His unsuccessful attempts lead him to the roof, and he is not safe there either. While his fate hangs in the balance, a child's voice tells us about a secret organization of demons. The narrator also tells us that according to the rules of the organization, demons were not allowed to form relationships or communicate with humans. But the child's father went on a certain romantic rendezvous that changed everything. We go 36 hours back in time, and that same poor guy, the protagonist, Yuan Shuai, is on a date in an expensive restaurant. He's telling an older lady about himself. He used to be an actor and even borrowed money for his own movie. But when his father got sick, everything quickly went downhill. So now he works as a simple janitor cleaning after elephants in a zoo. Yuan hopes to find a well-off woman who could solve his financial problems. But we can see that the role of an aged lady seducer does not exactly suit him. In fact, it goes so badly that the woman on the date treats him disrespectfully and even insults him. Yuan can't stand this kind of attitude, and the situation heats up to the limit. He even takes the cake to throw it in the offender's face. But the city is full of life. A girl in the window notices our hero going to his zoo. He's holding the cake that he didn't eventually throw, having swallowed his pride. She follows him over the rooftops, getting close to him surprisingly quickly and watching from above. The protagonist is busy with work, cleaning manure. He gets an offer to earn money from another rich lady, a widow. Yuan also receives a call from his father, who talks to him as if he were some kind of secret agent. Is this all really a cover-up? But soon we realize that his father is in a mental institution and the doctors are threatening to throw him out for bad behavior. Yuan's problems are getting bigger and bigger. New attempt, new restaurant. Yuan sees the girl through a window. It's the stalker from before. Is she really the widow? She looks too young. She immediately calls our protagonist by his name and names herself Bai. There are lots of oddities in this girl's behavior. For example, this is how she quenches her thirst. Yes, and her story is insane. I've been looking for you for so long. I'm not human, I'm a fox. How can you take her seriously? Yuan, meanwhile, spots the customers who have entered the cafe recently. It seems to be someone he knows from the past. He tries to hide in the bathroom, but somebody's already waiting for him there. The humiliation continues. These are the bandits Yuan borrowed money from to make his movie and fled from afterwards. They threatened to cut off his fingers, but nevertheless, let Yuan go. The crazy stalker keeps up with Yuan and climbs into his room at the zoo. The girl claims to be the white fox that Yuan saved from bullies. They wanted to pour acid on her, but Yuan covered her with his body and got his chest scarred. The girl tries to prove that she could turn into a fox, and after a whole bottle of hard liquor, a huge drunken fox appears in front of our hero. It's not clear whether it wants to hug or attack. Either way, the fox scratches at Yuan and rips his clothes off. And we find ourselves back in the opening scene of the movie. It's time to introduce us to a new character, Hong, the stylish captain of a local agency. The Bureau of Transfiguration assembles a team of subordinates to catch the violator, the Fox Girl. After all, demons are forbidden to show themselves to humans. The clumsy fox continues to wreak havoc all over the city as Yuan tries to save the last thing he has left, his life. The Bureau agents rush to the crime scene as the fox catches up with the protagonist on the roof. Yuan falls down, but is rescued at the very last moment by the nimble Captain Hong. Using robot flies, the agents erase the memories of all the witnesses to the chase. Yes, these demons not only use the magic of transfiguration, but advanced technology as well. The fox takes on its human form and destroys the fly that was supposed to erase Yuan's memory. The girl says that all of this happened because she wants to marry him. Bai and Captain Hong are obviously old friends, so the girl is not in danger of anything yet. except perhaps alcohol poisoning. The demons carry the fox away, and Shuai is left alone on the street. The next day, Yuan is at the place of collectors whose memory was erased, and this time too, Bai saves him with her appearance. She turns her head into a fox and scares away the criminals. Yuan, however, rushes away as well. The agents must deal with this violation again, otherwise their management will be dissatisfied. Bai catches up to Yuan, destroys the memory-erasing fly, and tells him about the Bureau of Transfiguration. She tries to seduce him again, and Yuan, meanwhile, admits that his father was a zookeeper. That is why he saved the Bai fox in his childhood. That's a rare species. After all, the demon applies all of her techniques to marry her chosen one. But Yuan runs away again. Captain Hong and his team get a visit from management after all. The evil-looking Commissioner Yuan bursts into the building and interrogates Hong, understanding that he is covering up for a violator. The Commissioner will not tolerate demon-human relationships. He is against blood mixing, especially for a species as rare as the Arctic silver fox. He poisons a subordinate that doesn't agree with him and takes her away. Yuan is on a date again. Two girls who love each other are forced to hide their relationship from their parents and ask the guy to arrange a fictitious marriage with one of them. In addition, they also need to have a child. Yuan almost agrees when Bai gets out again and boldly announces that Yuan is already her husband. He gets angry and calls her a monster, saying that she knows nothing about love and that he is so poor that he'll have babies with anybody who will give him some money. This finally works, and the annoying stalker backs off. Disappointed, our hero is going back home. Commissioner Yuan is already waiting for him in a dark alley. He explains that demons were made from a DNA that was carried by a spaceship that crashed on Earth and killed all dinosaurs. Previously, demons lived in remote places that humans couldn't access. Now, they live among us, and some of them have even managed to become famous actors. The commissioner says that he needs to catch Bai, and Yuan is the only one who can help him with that. Not for free, of course. They will pay off all of his debts and even give him some more money in addition. He is given a syringe with poison that he must inject into Bai's skin. Yuan doesn't hurry to find Bai and tries to get the two girls back for a fake marriage, but meets Bai in the park, where she's working part-time as a garbage collector. She, of course, didn't abandon her dreams. This is only to help Yuan pay his fines and bills. Looks like this touches Yuan, and he explains to her that it's not enough. But they pay a hefty sum to beautiful girls like her in the local amusement club for rich people. Again, he tells her the story of how he tried to become an actor 5 years ago, but achieved nothing. And a producer, who called himself Yuan's fan, gave him hope and forced him into debt. Bai is listening attentively, and it looks like the girl manages to truly touch her loved one. And while he's hesitating, she takes off and goes to the club to pay off his debts. She manages to attract a millionaire's attention, and the money almost in her pocket. She is stopped by Yuan. Now he is jealous. The bureau agents manage to find our heroes even in a place like this. After putting the club personnel to sleep, the commissioner catches another demon who has relationships with humans, a butterfly. Bai and Yuan run away and open up to each other. He shows her the poison syringe and she once again confesses her true love. It's their first kiss. After coming back home, Bai conducts a marriage ritual, sealing their relationship with blood and an oath. Instead of wedding rings, they have scars on their palms. While Yuan is sleeping, Bai answers his father's call from the asylum and calms his anxiety. In the meantime, the butterfly from the club does not cave in to the commissioner's blackmail, who demands she defame certain people. She tries to kill him, but he comes out victorious and serves his twisted understanding of justice. The agents find our lovers again, and once the commissioner reveals the fact of their marriage, a fierce battle ensues. By firing their guns, the agents turn Bai back into a fox. This turns out to be a mistake. In this form, she deals with opponents with ease and escapes with Yuan on her back. With the help of Captain Hong and a group of extortionists, they manage to escape. The evil commissioner flies after them on his black wings and fires a homing arrow with poison. Now it's Yuan, who is carrying Bai in her human form. Before passing out, Bai calls her acquaintance, who rushes to the protagonist's aid. She turns out to be not only a famous actress, but also a healer, and Bai's wounds quickly close. The actress helps her friends take shelter on the set where they're shooting a fight scene. Commissioner Yuan sneaks in too. With him, he brings Yuan's kidnapped father. The threat works, and Bai sacrifices herself to save the men, injecting poison into her own throat. 3 months pass, in which Yuan still has not found Bai. His debts have been repaid, and he lives in a nice apartment. Nonetheless, he is still unhappy. His father encourages his son to take an even bigger risk and finally achieve his goal. Yuan returns to the zoo, where Captain Hong is waiting for him. He thought Yuan had betrayed Bai and poisoned her himself, so he pounces on him in rage. Once their emotions subside, the two realize they must join forces. Their plan is to sneak into the demon world undercover to free Bai. Yuan has made a mask in the form of Commissioner Yun's face, and Hong will play the role of his subordinate. Only the journey to the demon world will be a bit unusual, to say the least. They will travel in a refrigerator. The men succeed in fooling the prison guards, and Yuan gets to his beloved, passing hundreds of cells with werewolves who were jailed by the commissioner. Bai is no longer both human and fox. She's something scarier, a true monster, unaware of her previous life. Yuan does his best to make her remember herself and him. Eventually, the scar on her hand and a kiss evoke something inside of her. But it's too late. They don't make it out of the prison building before the real commissioner and his army of guards arrive. They manage to stall for time, and Yuan uses his talent as an actor to sow the seeds of doubt about who the real Commissioner Yun is. But the deception is eventually uncovered, and the commissioner immediately exploits the situation for his own political purposes. The reporters' cameras are pointed at our heroes. But even his flawless plan collapses when people who were accidentally taken off the movie set because of good makeup, mistaken for demons, come out of the tunnel right in the middle of the hall. A public embarrassment for the commissioner. Because of the journalist's attention, he orders them caught alive, and one of the men manages to release all the other prisoners by pulling a lever. The demons that have broken out of their cages flood the hall. Bai still hasn't fully come to her senses, but she recognizes Yuan, who has come to save her. At this point, the commissioner snaps and, flying above the crowd, begins shooting everyone he sees with his crossbow. Hong and Yuan bring him down to the ground, where the demons pounce on him. The commissioner survives, but his wings are lost forever, as is his credibility with the demon community. With a last effort, he pounces on Yuan and stabs him. Bai retaliates by throwing the commissioner out the window. But is it, alas, too late? The commissioner is sent to a psychiatric hospital diagnosed with schizophrenia. Hong takes his place, and the humans and demons live in peace. But what happened to Yuan and Bai? Of course, they are alive and well, rushing on the subway train underwater, going to meet Bai's parents. And for some reason, they're carrying live scorpions with them.
那你说，咱俩要是生个孩子，会是什么品种?
Let us know in the comments, what did you do to get the love of your sweetheart? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that awesome retellings will be released as often as possible.